Hello and welcome to yoga. I'd like to begin today sitting cross-legged. Any version of that that's comfortable for you. So if you need to sit up on a cushion or folded blanket or something in order to make that feel more comfortable, please do so. And maybe you can pull the flesh of your buttocks back behind your sit bones, enabling you to really feel the connection of the sit bones into the earth. We'll have the palms facing down on the legs. We're going to press down as we inhale and pull the shoulders up, and then exhale and roll them back and down. And then see if you're comfortable closing the eyes. If not, just gaze down. Don't let your eyes look around. Maybe we can feel that feeling of the sit bones sinking down, the heaviness, the earth element, both below us and inside us. Solid, sinking bones. And we can let the belly relax. The floor of the belly can release down. The walls of the belly soften and open. Almost like you're just letting your belly hang out. And then we'll lift tall through the crown of the head and almost like feeling the spine elongating. The bones at the top of the head and the skull stretching up away from the bones and the buttocks, sinking down. And then we can start to feel the softer parts of the body, the muscles, the tissue, the organs, kind of watery, water element. And then we can feel the air element as we feel the movement in our body with each breath. Just feeling that swirling, along with the heaviness and the motion. And then finally, we can feel the fire element in the body, just noticing temperature. Maybe the temperature against your skin, maybe the temperature inside your body. You can feel the breath, maybe feeling a certain coolness as you exhale or inhale. And if you haven't already, please deepen the breath, filling from the belly to the ribs to the chest. And we'll move the arms with the breath now. Just a simple movement, inhaling, reaching out and up, stretching up to the sky, exhaling, releasing down. And continue like that and see if you can feel how the reaching up of the arms not only stretches and lengthens the side bodies, opens the chest, but helps to deepen the breath. And as you lower the arms and you exhale, you can really feel how the release of the arms is just a metaphor for the letting go that happens throughout the body. The opening of the arms, reflecting the opening to the breath. How much can you relax with your exhale? Elongate the exhale, slow it down. Two more. Reaching, lifting, stretching, and breathing into all that extra space. And then with the arms resting, see if you can still connect with that sense of lifting and expanding as you inhale and releasing down and relaxing as you exhale. Stay connected to the breath. Place your left hand on the ground beside you and slide it away from you. And see if the right buttock has as much weight in it as the left buttock. We're going to press down and forward with the left hand until we can feel that right sit bone sinking. And then reach the right arm overhead to the left. Roll your gaze up, tucking your chin in by your armpit. And maintain the pressure of the left hand into the ground while reaching out of the right hand and breathing long and deep and slow. Feeling expansion and relaxation, solidness, fluidity, movement, maybe heat. And then lift partly, turn your chest to face your left knee and fold over the knee, placing the hand down on the diagonal. Continue to press into your left hand, sending your right hip back and down. Relax your head down. Inch your right fingers out as long as you can away from your hip. And then just feel the movement of the breath, the expansion of the body with the breath, the opening, the stretching, and the relaxing as you exhale. Letting go, letting the body release into gravity. Perhaps connecting with that earth element on the exhale so that you can feel heavy and sink. And then bring that right arm in. Place the right hand beside you. Send the right hand out, leaning over to the right side. And then take a moment to push forward into your right hand and feel the sinking of your left sit bone. And then reach out long through the left arm, feeling the opposite ends of this line on the left side, the sit bone and the fingertips reaching away from each other. Turning your gaze up if you can, if not down. Just make sure to keep the neck long. And if you can, try your best to straighten your left arm so that when you reach out of your fingers, it pulls all the way through that straight line that starts at your sit bone. As you exhale, you can sink down into your right side. Maybe the eyes are closed and you can really feel the way the breath expands inside you, opening from the inside. And then lift halfway up, turn your chest to face your knee, and fold over your right leg, bringing your left hand diagonally across the floor. Pressing again into the right hand, send your left hip back, and then extend out through the left hand. Maybe reaching across the floor. As you exhale, you draw the belly in, you hollow out, you empty, and you release into the emptiness. Bring the hand in to lift up. And just sit for a moment. Notice how your breath feels. Notice the cross of your legs. Which leg is in front or on top? And then release the legs. Shake them out. And then point and flex the feet. Maintaining a rhythm of breathing that perhaps the movement of the feet can follow. And then circle the feet around at the ankles. And reverse. And relax the feet. Bring the left foot in to the inside of the right thigh. Keep the right foot extra flexed, so you're pressing down through the leg, forward through the heel, and pulling in through the toes. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale and fold over the leg. Scoop the belly in. Relax the head down. Relax the hands and arms. Let the elbows drop. That's it. And then as you inhale, push down into the thigh and extend out through the crown of the head, lengthening the spine just like we did in the beginning of class when we lifted the arms. Feel how that inhale fills that longer space. And then that letting go as we exhale. Navel scoops in, body is heavy. Breath expands wide across the back. Complete the exhale all the way out. On your next inhale, roll yourself up, reach the arms up. Exhale, turn to the left, bringing the right hand to the left knee, the left hand behind you. Keep it nice and close so that you're not leaning back. Press down into that left hand to get tall through the crown of the head as you inhale. And then as you exhale, relax and press with your right hand to rotate yourself into the twist to the left. Inhale tall, pressing with the left hand. Exhale, soften, feel the relaxation, and then gently turn yourself into the twist. So you're not forcing yourself into the twist. You really need to let your insides relax so that they can bend. Don't muscle your way through it. It won't work. Just guide the relaxation so that you turn into the twist. Reach your head all the way around. Use your inhale to come back to center. Extend the left leg forward. Pull the right foot in. Press down into the thigh, out through the heel, in through the toes. Inhale, reach the arms up. Get long. Stay long as you exhale and fold forward, relaxing the hands down on either side of the leg, relaxing the head down. Let your elbows drop so that the arm bones have that heavy earth energy sinking down. And then inhale and lengthen the spine. Pull the head away from the tailbone. Exhale, belly draws in, the body becomes heavy again. Maintaining that downward pressure with the left thigh. Long, slow, smooth breath, filling the space. On your next inhale, roll up, reach up, stretch high. Try to keep the length through the spine and just turn to the right, lowering your hand to your knee, your other hand behind you, pressing into that right hand to inhale tall, and exhale, turning softly, relaxing inside. Reach your eyes around to the right. Inhale takes you back to the front. Draw that left foot in. Flip over your feet onto hands and knees. Place your hands under your shoulders, shoulder width apart. You can be on fists if that feels better. Otherwise, just splay the fingers wide. That kind of helps protect the wrists. And then take a moment and feel the arm bones sinking straight down into the ground. Feel the leg bones sinking down. So there's a heaviness there. And then just dip your spine down, feeling gravity just sinking the back body toward the front body and toward the floor. Then inhale into the belly, into the ribs, into the chest, reaching your eyes up. And then as you exhale, curl the tailbone, curl the mid back, curl the upper back, drop the head. Inhale, curl the tailbone, drop the belly, lift the ribs, lift the chest, lift the eyes. Exhaling, reversing. You don't have to follow me. Go at the pace of your own breath. But do let the movement follow the rhythm of your breath. The breath leads, the body follows. Good. And then come back to neutral spine. Walk your right hand over to the left and step your right foot up. And then bring your hand back to the outside of the right foot. I'm going to let the hips sink down, coming into a lunge. Your right knee is lined up over your right ankle. If it's not, please adjust it. Your back toes can relax. Yep, you're welcome to do a runner's lunge instead. That's fine. Just so long as your hips are sinking down. And then breathe from the belly to the ribs to the chest. And then send that right leg back. Bring your left hand over to the right to step your left foot forward and return your hand to the outside of the left foot. Sink your hips down, coming into a lunge. Lining the knee up over the ankle. And just really dropping into the heaviness of the bones. Feeling the bones, finding gravity, sinking toward the earth. And then lifting the eyes and feeling the breath, having that opposite momentum flowing upward toward the sky. Feeling the wind. Beautiful. Step your knee back. Then keep your hips lined up over your knees. We'll walk the hands forward, dropping the ribs, dropping the chest, dropping the head. Maybe you can rest on your forehead. Maybe you can rest on your chin. Or if you want to go deeper, on your cheek. Feel the fullness of the breath in
expanding across the ribs, and the sinking as you exhale and letting those back ribs drop forward again. If you're on one cheek, turn to the other one. If you're on one cheek, come center. Bring your hands in, rest on the top of your head. Clasp your hands behind your back. Notice which thumb is on the outside, please, and then lift your hands up. You might experiment with trying to pull your hands apart. That might help you get higher. Yoga Mudra. And then release the hands down. Press into the hands to slowly lift your head up off the ground. And then come onto your belly. Feel how your body's breathing into the earth. The inhale pushes you into the ground as you swell. The exhale sinks you into the ground as you deflate. And then we'll reach the left hand back for the left foot. And initially just pull the heel in toward the buttock. You can rest on your forehead, your chin, or your cheek, whatever feels right to you. And then press your tailbone down into the ground as you continue to pull the heel in toward the buttock. So we're not doing that version yet, Rod. We're going to do that when we kick the foot away from the buttock. Now we're just stretching the thigh muscle, pulling the heel in. But we are going there. Don't you worry. Okay. So now extend the right arm out in front of you. Press down into the pelvis, nice and strong. And then start to kick the foot away from the buttock, lifting the thigh. Lift your head. And then if you want, you can also lift the right hand. You can also lift the right leg. You can do just one, both, or neither. If you happen to be able to grab your ankle instead of your foot, flex the foot, and that'll help you kick away a little bit more strongly. And then if you're reaching out of your fingers and your toes, really extend. And feel the breath as though it's stretching from your toes to your fingers, even if you're staying on the ground with those. And release down. Rest your forehead on your stacked hands. Send your left knee out to the side in a half frog position. So that means your knee is lined up with your hip, and then your ankle is lined up with your knee, and you're in right angles. And lift your head off your hands. Place your right hand beside you. And then reach the left arm behind the right wrist, threading it under. And press down into your right hand to rotate your body a little bit to the right, maybe deepening the stretch into your left hip. And release the left arm back. Restack your forehead. Straighten that left leg. See if that left foot seems a little bit longer than the right foot. Maybe not. And then we'll reach back and grab hold of the right foot with the right hand and just pull the heel toward the buttock. Press the tailbone toward the floor. Breathe slowly in, sink down as you breathe slowly out. And then send that left arm forward, straight overhead. Begin to kick the right foot back and up, hopefully lifting the right thigh off the ground. Lift your gaze up. And then again, you can experiment with lifting your left leg, your left arm, either, both, neither, whatever works for you. And if you're lifting that back foot, spread the toes and reach back out of the toes, just like you're reaching out of your fingers. Breathe all the way up to your collarbones. And release down. Stack your hands, rest your forehead on them, and send that right knee straight out to the side from the hip and the ankle straight down from the knee, creating that right angle. And place the left hand beside you, nice and firm on the ground. Thread the right arm behind the left wrist. And then push down into that left hand, rolling yourself open toward the left. Are you still breathing fully and slowly? And release that right arm. Restack your hands, release your leg. Come back to resting. Feeling the inhale, pressing you into the floor. The exhale, releasing you down into it. And then clasp the hands behind your back with the opposite thumb on the outside from what you did before. If you don't remember, do whichever one feels more awkward. Actively press your pelvis into the ground, press your tailbone down. Roll your shoulder blades in, lift your hands, lift your chest, roll your eyes up. If you want, you can lift your legs as well, keeping the knees straight. So if you're lifting your legs, you're just balancing on your pubic bone, basically. Yeah, the legs are straight. And the breath gives you a sense of buoyancy, like you're floating up. The exhale sinks you down where the bone touches the earth. One more breath here. Good. And then relax down, restack your hands, rest your forehead. Feel your body moving with your breath. Floating open, sinking down. And we'll do one final posture here, bending the knees. Reach both hands back for the feet. If you don't reach your feet, then hopefully you have some strap or belt or towel that you can wrap around the feet and grab hold of those ends. And then actively press your hips down, your pelvis, your pubic bone. If you're holding your ankles, you can flex your feet. We're going to inhale and float the eyes up. Exhale, kick the feet and legs up. Feel your breath challenging the tightness across your chest and ribs, stretching it out from the inside. And release down. One last time, stacking the hands, resting the forehead. Let your heels fall out or in, whichever feels more restful. And then place hands under the shoulders. Lift yourself up and push your hips back onto your heels, folding forward. Pushing the hands forward to send the hips back. And if you're feeling like you want to come lower, but you just can't, then you can widen your knees and then sink down in between the thighs. Maintaining that forward pressing of the hands, lengthening through the spine and breathing into the length. Keep your hands where they are and lift yourself up. If your knees were wider than hip width, bring them back to hip width. Spread your fingers wide, curl your toes. Inhale. And then exhale. Lift your knees, but keep them bent. Push forward through your hands, sending your sit bones back. Try to lay your belly down toward your thighs. Drop your head toward the floor. Roll your shoulders down your back. And then press down into the left heel. Maintain a sense of forward pressure with the hands so you really feel like you're shifting weight from your hands into that left heel. Feel the breath flowing inside you. And then bend the left knee, lower the right heel. And then press both heels down, both legs straight. Press the thighs back toward the wall behind you. Lower the shoulder blades down the back. Roll the elbows to face the ground. Press into the index fingers and thumbs, sending your sit bones back longer. Redrop your head. Breathe and feel the winds flowing through. Feel the softness, hardness, perhaps the heat that you're building. And then walk the feet up to the hands, soft knees, chin to chest. Roll yourself up. Bring your arms forward with the palms facing out and bring them up, opening those shoulders and reaching them back and down. Do it again. Palms face out, arms come forward, lifting, rolling, open, back and down. One more. Letting the arms rest. Maybe closing the eyes. Feeling the feet on the ground. The heaviness, the solidness, earth element. And then bend the knees. Shift weight into your left foot. And just really take the time to feel your weight establishing itself in the heaviness of that left foot. Inhale, the arms open out to the side. Exhale, bring the right arm under the left. Wrap the arms around each other if you can, or backs of the hands toward each other. Inhale, send your elbows forward. Exhale, lift them up. You can rest your hands or thumbs on your forehead if that works for you. And then gaze at a spot beyond your arms. That spot is likely to move, but just rest your eyes on a drishti someplace in front of you. And then feeling the heaviness of your left foot, also feel your breath flowing. When you're ready, lift the right leg, fold it over the left leg. If you can hook the foot behind, go ahead. If you need to make a new gaze point, do that. And then see if you can sit even lower and sink your hips down and lift your elbows up. Draw your belly in and down, lengthening down through your tailbone, opening your sacrum. Breathe in, breathe out. And release. Palms forward, eyes closed, knees soft, feet heavy, breath full. And then bend your knees and shift your weight into your right foot. Inhale and open the arms out to the side. Exhale, bring the left arm under the right, backs of the hands toward each other, eagle arms. If the hands can wrap, go ahead. And then inhale, reach the elbows forward, stretching across the upper back. Exhale, lift the elbows up, stretching into those shoulders. And then looking at a spot beyond your arms, letting your eyes rest there, but be completely focused. Feel the weight on the entirety of your right foot, and then lift your left leg, cross it over. If you need to modify, you can just, cross the foot over and rest the toe on the ground. That's still a good version of it. And if you can hook the foot behind you, you might find that your body has rotated in space and you need a new drishti. Re-establish that and settle your mind there. And then maybe sink deeper into your sitting posture. Pull your belly in and down, lengthening down through your tailbone. Smooth, steady breath. And release. Good. And circle the head around. And reverse directions. Come back to center with your head. Clasp your hands behind the back of your head. Inhale, send the elbows back. Exhale, fold forward. Release the elbows down so they're pointing toward the wall behind you. And then as you inhale, press the back of your head into your hands and the hands into the back of your head. And then as you exhale, move your head toward your thighs. Inhale, resist, pressing both. On the exhale, you stop the resistance and just press with the hands. Scoop the lower belly in and up. Press the feet down. Lift the thigh muscles up. And then release the hands to the ground. Bend your knees and lower down onto your buttocks. Find your way onto your back with your knees bent. And we'll lift the knees and then open them wide, letting the hands rest at the inner legs, feeling the weight of your hands heavy. Feeling the breath, the movement, the fluidity. Relaxing with each exhale. And then reach the hands all the way to the feet. Lift the feet so that they're hovering above the knees as best as you can. Pull your chin in toward your throat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, relax the backs of the shoulders toward the floor. And then on your next inhale, move your toes toward the wall behind you. Keep relaxing the shoulders down. Keep bringing the chin in. And then release and hug the knees into the chest. And we'll finish with a shoulder stand. And if you're not wanting to do shoulder stand, if you have issues in the discs in your neck, or if you're pregnant, or um, just in your cycle and not wanting to reverse like that, then you can just put your hands under your hips and have your legs straight up. Otherwise, hands to the knees, rocking to get momentum, bringing the hands to the hips and walking them down the body as you lift your legs up. Roll the shoulders under you so that you really feel like you're on your shoulders and not your neck. And then spread the toes and reach up through the toes. Reach the tailbone up to the toes. Feel and maybe hear the sound of your breath. And then bring the knees to the forehead. Slowly lay your spine down. Let the feet come down to the ground with the knees bent. Gently roll your head from side to side, feeling that point of contact moving across your skull. Then come back to center. Lift your hips, tuck your tailbone under, release down. Send your legs out. Shake the legs out. If you're using an eye pillow, you can place that on your eyes. And then we'll let the arms rest out away from the body with the palms up. Inhale, feeling the body opening and lifting. Exhale, sinking the weight of the body into the ground. Inhale. Exhale, releasing the jaw, the teeth part, the lips slightly parting. Inhale. Exhale, release the activity of the mind, letting go of thoughts and images. And turning your awareness fully to the feeling of your breath. And then also releasing the breath. So you're no longer controlling the breath. You're letting the breath simply breathe for you. So it may not be rhythmic, it may not be smooth, it may not be deep, but it's perfect just as it is. See if you can just let the mind rest in the feeling of the breath with a sense of curiosity, with a sense of friendliness and accompaniment. Deeply relaxed, letting go, letting go, letting go.
Breathe into your heart. Move fingers and toes. Reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest. Rock gently from side to side. Feeling the ground massaging your back. Come center, rub the soles of the feet together, the palms of the hands together, waking up the energies in the body. And then roll to either side, resting your head on your underside arm, resting your body on the ground. And once again, feeling the heaviness of the bones, feeling the soft fluidity in the flesh and the organs, the winds of the breath, and the temperature, the heat, the coolness, maybe places where both live. And then when you're ready, slowly press yourself up, sitting cross-legged in your non-habitual cross, whichever way you did not cross at the beginning of class. Sinking down into the sit bones, lifting through the crown of the head. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, the hands together at the heart. Inhale, the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste.